What is up, guys? It's Jacob here, and coming to you with a video today. It's a little different than the normal nature of my videos. Slight disclaimer: I have a little bit of a raspy voice right now. I've been on the phone with a lot of people lately, talking a lot. So that's the explanation of this. But kind of the point of my video is I wanted to explain a little bit about what happens when you become an influencer in the phone flipping world. I don't think I've necessarily made it, and I'm one of the people that everybody looks up to in phone flipping, because that kind of scares me, honestly. I don't know everything about phone flipping. I don't know exactly all the ins and outs. I know a ton, but guys, I'm still relatively new to this game, so I've learned a ton. I've scaled my business up quickly, but I'm never going to tell you that I'm an absolute expert, that I know more than anybody else, more than everybody else, because I don't. I know a good bit. I've been able to scale my phone flipping business to well over six figures in an extremely short amount of time. I have my own course. I have my own group. So yes, I am experienced, and I kind of think I'm one of those, an influencer now, kind of something that, or somebody that people do look up to, and my name does come up in discussion. The issue with that, and guys, you're going to learn this whenever you scale any type of business, is the more successful you get, the more you'll have people talk about you, both good and bad. So you'll have enemies, you'll make new friends, you'll make new business connections, okay? Just an example, I had somebody a few months ago who decided that they, in a sense, just wanted to kind of be an enemy of mine, and I've had a few of those along the way, and it's completely fine. I completely get it. People are going to clash. That's expected. If everybody got along, that'd be extremely boring, and business would not work out exactly. You wouldn't know who to deal with, who to sell stuff to, who to buy stuff from. So I'm not knocking that at all. I completely get it. But something that I've always told myself, and some of my best piece of advice for you guys, is that whenever people go against you, whenever anything happens, lay low. Let them be them. And guys, even if they talk about you, even if they try to put your name down, even if your name is always in their mouth, that's fine, guys. People will always see what's real. The realness comes to light, and eventually people's true character and true integrity will be exposed. And I think this is kind of the perfect time. So a few months ago, let me see if I can share my video. Let's see. Okay, guys, a few months ago, I had this guy named David Moffo. This is one of his Facebook pages. I couldn't find them all. You might know him as Dave Sells, as Dave Buys Sells, among probably who knows how many other names. Nobody is too sure why he has so many Facebooks. I really don't know, but guys, this is what he looks like. And he made this group. It was called Phone Flipping 101. And what happened is I was just one of the top contributors in this group because I enjoyed helping people, right? That's why I have my own group. That's why I have my own course. And eventually I decided to make my own group. I never really said too much why. I talked about it in my group. But essentially he would start to get these beginner questions and kind of treat people like they should not even be asking those questions. And I was like, this isn't cool. This isn't all right. I made my own group. Never regret it. My group has skyrocketed since I created it. This is actually my group now, guys. It's Phone Flipping A through Z. It's now got about 1,960 members. That's in about 4 to 5 months. It's extremely active. People enjoy it. People like it. People are posting and making money in it every single day. My group is one of the very few groups where I actually have members selling phones to each other, helping each other make more money. And I think there's something to be said about that. But anyways, this is where the drama comes in, okay? So when I created this group, I had a lot of David, I wouldn't say he really liked it, okay? At first, what we were doing is I was sharing my group link with his group, and he was sharing his and mine. So I was promoting his group and mine, and he was promoting his and his. I would allow him to post his group and mine. Sorry, I never really promoted it myself. I wouldn't do that. And eventually what happened is I think he started to see the success that I was having within my group, and he started wondering, okay, maybe this is not a good thing. Maybe Jacob's group getting large as quickly as it is not good for my group. So eventually what he did was, out of nowhere, he blocked me from his group. He he said a lot of nasty stuff about myself. And guys, I will say, back then we did have a group who was sharing an admin. So he had Bob Fritz in his group, and I had Bob Fritz in my group. And Bob is one of the best admins in all of Facebook, and I truly believe that. At the time, because Bob was in both groups, Bob was inviting members of David's group into my group, as well as members of my group into Dave's group. That's just because he was an admin. He had a shared interest, okay? And I still, Bob is no longer an admin of Dave Sells group, but he is still an admin of mine. And he's an admin, or he is involved heavily with another phone flipping group, and we share members, and there's not a conflict. There's no problem, no issues at all. It all works out. Anyways, guys, I'm going to try to make this as quickly as possible, okay? Well, what happened is Dave started accusing me of stealing his members, of stealing his content, of trying to essentially make money off of his success. And then there was eventually a post. There was eventually a post made where he basically called me out, and I was not in his group. And he said that I learned phone flipping from him. I was in his group to take members. Sarah, can you give me some water, please? Can you give me some water? I was in his group to take members and all of that type of stuff. But there was specifically a post saying that I actually took his members and that I learned from him. Sarah, there's some water back there. I just need that bottle. They were saying, or Dave was saying, that I essentially learned from him and went and made my own course. So I don't really address, thank you. I don't address everything. This is my girlfriend, Sarah, by the way. I don't really address everything that most people say, especially Dave Sells. I just think it's kind of, silly. At the time that all this issue was happening, I was 20 years old and he was, 70. I don't know how old Dave is. But anyways, he was making a lot of angry posts about myself. And we ended up having members in my group personally make posts about him in my group, which we deleted because I just think that was kind of the fair thing and the fair way to handle things. But I never made a post concerning David. And I think that says a lot about myself and about Bob Fritz because we stayed composed. We didn't let anything really get to us along the way. But anyway, here's to just refute his argument that he did have because I'm sure it'll come up again. If he ever sees this video. I did not contact him prior to making this video because every time I've contacted him, he has been extremely rude to me or in a sense has lied about something. Not every time, but most times. But anyway, so this is a screenshot right here to the left of his actual group history, okay? It shows very clearly his group was created on September 5th, 2018, okay? And he said that he is who got me into phone flipping. He is who changed the game for me. That's not true at all. In fact, if you look at this screenshot, this is on July 4th of 2018. Guys, as you can see, I was on the grind back in 2018 on July 4th. And I was speaking with somebody who is very prominent in the phone flipping world. His name is Tom. And I just purchased some phones from him. And I was asking him questions about flipping because I already knew about flipping. As you look in these messages, I had actually already made money from flipping. Only reason I say that is to say and to counter any argument down the road that says that this David Sells, David Moffo, whoever he is, he did not teach me how to flip phones. Nobody really did. But anyways, the reason I made this video is because I had somebody come up to me yesterday and say that there might be some of my videos in David Sells' paid course, which is a no-no, guys. Why would somebody pay money to just see somebody else's content? On the flip side of things, why is David Sells making money off of my content? Let's think about things this way. I'm not going to get it, guys. I do want to say outright, my goal with this video is not to bash David Sells, not to be extremely mean towards Dave Sells, but just simply expose some stuff that has come to light. If I wanted to expose him or be extra rude or mean to him, I could post one of his many mugshots that I've seen floating around the internet. That's not my goal, guys. I just wanted everybody to see kind of what has been happening and also just kind of call somebody out on something that is by all means unethical. I'll outright say that. So anyways, I received a message or somebody told me that there was a possibility that David Sells actually had one of my videos that I posted on my free YouTube channel in his course, in his paid course that people are paying for, that he is making money off of. He has a video of mine in there. You might think that's not a big issue, but I'll get to that. And so what I did was I investigated a little bit. I didn't want to make a video. I didn't want to call anybody out until I knew for sure that he was in there. So I contacted somebody. And guys, these messages have been clipped a little bit because I wanted to avoid identifying anybody as well as fit everything into one screenshot. But here's one of his actual members of his course confirming to me that David Sells has one of my personal videos in his course. You might be asking, why would he steal why would he steal a video? It must have been great. It wasn't, guys. It was a 10-minute video explaining private buyers that anybody can make within 10 minutes. I do not know why he would not go through the effort to make a very similar video and why he would specifically take my video. Because, guys, let's remember, he has major problems with my group and what my group stands for, okay? So you might think, Jacob, this is so petty that you're making this video. What's up with this? Why are you doing this? Let me show you another screenshot. And ironically, this happened yesterday. I'm not in his group. I don't want to be in his group. I was sent this screenshot from somebody that is within his group, okay? And this is his specific comment. And let me go ahead and read this to you real quick, okay? He said, Jacob and Bob were one of the first members in this group. They learned here. As you can see, I did not learn here. He said they learned here. They went off to try to do their own thing and ruin me. They can lie and say different, but I'm stating facts. Now look at them, still following, not creating. Okay, guys? I'm just going to let the irony sizzle for just a few seconds, okay? So I already showed you I did not learn phone flipping from him. I don't know if I was one of the first members in his group. I have absolutely no idea. And if he specifically remembers that I was, and that's kind of weird, right? But anyways, he's specifically saying in this message, and guys, you can't make this stuff up. This was literally yesterday. I don't know how often he says this type of stuff, but he specifically said that Bob and I were trying to ruin him. And his name is nowhere in my phone flipping group. People have made posts about him, and they have absolutely all been deleted. That's the first thing. And then the second thing is they can lie and say different, but I'm stating facts. Now look at them, still following, not creating. If you think about this, I created my own YouTube video, and David Sells is trying to make money off of it in his course. Extremely unethical. And guys, I'm not going to say much more about it, but I think if you can connect the lines and you can see people's real character, I think you can see exactly what has gone on in this situation. In my group of admins, we have had to patrol Facebook very carefully to monitor who gets accepted into our group, because the fact is people do make fake accounts. I'm not saying that David is in my group. I'm saying that we have had to completely watch our group and filter what comes into it to stop any of this drama or anything like that from happening with our group. Do we believe he is in our group? Absolutely. We're not going to remove him. Our group is successful. It's one of the fastest growing phone flipping groups on Facebook. And if you're not in it, I would love to have you in there, okay? But that is aside from the point. I wanted to bring this to light that somebody is saying that I have followed him. I am not creating. I am here. I'm ripping him off. I took his info and ran. Guys, it's very, very clear. This is just from yesterday. The man said that I'm a follower, but here he is taking my videos, putting it into his course, and never even contacting me. Not that I would want contact, but he never contacted me, never told me it was in his course, never asked for permission. And guys, let's remember, he's making money off of you guys that are in his course, even though my video is in there. Guys, if you want my content, join my course. My course is $399, and I am pretty sure I have a handful of people from his course that ended up buying his course and still coming over to my course. I'm just going to leave it at that, guys. My content is good enough that other people are putting it in their courses, and I think that speaks for itself. I'm not going to comment on that anymore. You can completely draw all the lines and this and that. Another thing that I did want to address is I don't think that David was ever in any position to specifically call me and Bob out for doing anything. Those of you that do know Bob Fritz, you know he's one of the most helpful people on Facebook, and I think that alone can kind of shed light into the situation, giving these comments that you do see on the screen right now. So with that being said, David actually used to have a mentor. Notice I said used to, because he was actually promoting this mentor. This mentor was helping him out in business and life. And we were specifically told at one point that David's mentor believed that it was not, right, that we were posting links in his group, and he was simply saying he had to listen to his mentor. Guys, here's the thing. David no longer talks to his mentor. I'm pretty sure he's competing against his mentor. I'm pretty sure there's drama with him and his mentor. I'm not going to speak to anybody's character, but there's something to be said about people who just generally get along with others, and who take the time to be nice and grow business connections. And I think that's what I've done extremely well within our phone flipping A through Z group. So guys, if you're not in the phone flipping A through Z group, please join. We would absolutely love to have you. This is our group. We have people making money in it every single day. So besides that, if you want a course and if you want my information, please pay me for it. Don't pay somebody else for my information. I'd love to have you guys in my course. I have a paid Facebook ads mini course. It's $175. I've got a real course, a full course, everything in it, $399, guys. If you contact me, I'm always willing to work with you on something. I'd love to get you in there. Price-wise, I can always work something out for you guys. But I just wanted to shed some quick light into this. Guys, I'm sorry, my voice is going out. I wanted to shed some quick light into this. And I wanted to, guys, remind you, you do your thing. You be successful. You keep grinding. People are going to come against you. Let it slide. Let it go. And eventually, just like this, things will come to light, okay? I'm not going to mention any other YouTubers that have called David Sells Out. If you search for them, I'm sure you can find them. But guys, thank you for watching this video. Leave your thoughts below. I genuinely want to know what you guys think. And guys, thank you all very much. Y'all have a good afternoon.